Hi guys, welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm E,
I'm D.
and today we're going to talk about JLo, Jennifer Lopez. And apparently all the people in the Bronx think she's a phony, she's a fake, and those are the type of people they hate. I know, I'm quoting the song. Well, guys, this self autobiography, semi autobiographical, self funded $20 million documentary that she had on Prime, it didn't sit well with people,
Yeah.
especially the one where all her hair is like all the way. I remember the days I was in the Bronx. You know, that moment? Yeah.
Running up
It's
and down the
really,
block.
yeah. When I went and I was chilling with my friends. Yeah, that moment right there rubbed some people the wrong way. And by people, I mean like the whole world. So we found an article, and of course, we're going to give you opinions about it. You kind of know how I feel already, but I'll tell you some more.
Kinda.
Kinda.
Okay. So, this is a vibe. This girl. This is a vibe article written by Demisha Iman, I believe. And it's titled Jennifer Lopez Trolled by Fellow Bronx Natives Over Viral Clip Describing Teen Years. A moment from Jennifer Lopez's documentary where she remembers her early days in the Bronx has gone viral, and fans are using the opportunity to troll the singer. The video shared across social media earlier this month by Prime Video comes from the 54-year-old's nonfiction project, The Greatest Love Story Never Told. In the shared clip, she sits on a workout bench in a white t-shirt and leggings, tussling her hair, speaking to the camera. The I'm Real singer shares some of her fondest memories. Some explicit language was censored. Quote, I like taking my hair out like this, she explains. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx running up and down the block, JLo continued. Crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams. Whew, okay. While the Instagram upload boasts over 60,000 likes, the comment section didn't seem to favor Jenny from the block, with many implying she over-exaggerates her Bronx upbringing for
Mm.
clout. Whew, girl, you haven't been in the Bronx since 1993. Please stop, wrote one user. I thought this was an SNL skit, detailed another, adding laughter emojis. Quote, she should build a community center in the Bronx, invest in cleaning it up and putting it in a nice park. She could even put a statue of herself in it for her ego and start mentoring kids growing up in the Bronx, suggested a third account. The Greatest Love Story Never Told documents Lopez's creative process in her latest era, which includes an album, This Is Me Now, and the short film, This Is Me Now, A Love Story. I wanted to make a record in a way I hadn't done for a long time. When it was done, I realized it wasn't the whole story. So I got with director Dave Meyers and said, I don't want to do the normal video with this. This is something very special. Lopez explained the unique approach to her visual story to USA Today. The multi-talented pop star also announced a tour, and despite some unannounced cancellations, she was able to add dates in certain cities, including her hometown, due to demand. Take a listen to This Is Me Now Deluxe. Well, we're clearly not going to listen to it, and we don't want no copyright infringement, things coming up for us. But before I give my thoughts, let's let E continue hers.
Guys, it's a love story never told. I wish it was never told. Because why is she trying to convince me about her and Ben Affleck and this so-called fairy tale love story? I don't believe it. He looks miserable. I don't care how many times he try to sell it to me. He ain't happy, but if he likes it, I love it. I don't know what else to say about that. About JLo, we already, if you guys have watched our other videos, and we have a whole playlist of them,
Yeah.
y'all will hear me say JLo is just using the Bronx and her being Puerto Rican for clout. She went and did that one concert in Puerto Rico for Hurricane Maria. It was like,
Mhm.
okay, job's done. Goodbye. She never went back.
Yeah.
Like, I never see her do anything for the community. And I think that that's, sometimes we have a problem with it because celebrities are charitable and then we know about it and it's like, oh, but why are you flaunting that? And then I'm
Yeah.
here saying JLo is not charitable enough. but she's probably doing something behind the scenes. I don't know. I don't care. I'm probably talking out of my ass, but I don't like JLo. Okay, guys.
That is
I don't think she's a good person. And there's so many interviews of people saying that she's not and how she's treated them. There's a lot of people on social media that have come out due to this whole thing of them being displeased with her and how she's always talking about the Bronx but doesn't do anything for it. And they're not good recollections of her. There's
at
even
all.
celebrities that do not like JLo. So what is the math is mathing, guys. I don't think she's a good person overall. I mean, does she represent us as Latinas, and we should be should we be proud of all her accomplishments? Sure, but I mean, don't mean I gotta like her. She did something.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? I know that was kind of
So
hard.
yes, ma'am. That was definitely harsh. So okay. The thing to me is that where there's smoke, there's fire, you know? And generally, if you have such a large amount of people that are coming out saying very similar stories of either interactions or things that they know of, things they've seen, things they've heard, you have to wonder, like, okay, are all of these people lying? Are all of these people making things up? Like, it is very easy for people to make stuff up on the internet. We know this. But these are stories that have more or less sounded the same for years, like decades. And for me personally, I've always been a JLo fan. And I always used to think people were just being crazy. But the way in which there has been a barrage of stories since this whole documentary came out, and then seeing clips that people have been bringing up from her trashing her fellow actresses in the late 90s, from her having diva behavior on set, from her not wanting to greet fans or mistreating people over the decade.
Yeah.
And yes, that always like never set right with me, the fact that she was so upset having to share the Super Bowl stage with Shakira. I get it from a certain perspective because obviously when you have a headliner, it's usually only one, and the fact that they did a dual headliner, that was I think a first. So I can understand how that was frustrating. But honestly, for me, and at the time, I was still very much a JLo fan. For me, Shakira killed it. Shakira did a much better job during her
Mm.
halftime performance. But anyway, there's a lot that's just happened over the years that does not bode well for her. Like, it just does not look good for her. And people, like, that many people can't be lying. Like, that's how I kind of look at it. Like, that many people cannot be lying. So
This reminds me very unrelated, but kind of related because she dated him, Sir Brother Love.
oh jeez.
He's always had people say negative things about him. And,
Yeah.
this is not a Diddy video, but with all these revelations, and it's like, the internet never forgets. So now we're seeing all these past interviews of people saying XYZ about Diddy. And it's like, well, maybe, we held Diddy in this light where it was like, Diddy, he did that? Nah, he crazy, but he ain't that crazy.
Yeah.
Um, and granted, all these things could be allegations, rumors, whatever. Don't sue us. But people have said it before. So it's
Yeah.
like, maybe you weren't lying. Maybe you weren't being hyperbolic. Maybe you had a point, XYZ. So to bring it back to JLo, a lot of people are upset with her.
Yes.
And, saying that that she treated them bad or whatever their experience was. So, maybe there's some people that are lying, maybe some people that want some clout. But I think there's some people that are telling the truth.
Yeah,
And
no, I agree.
JLo forgot where she came from. She just wants to use us whenever she wants. Clearly, we are rebelling. And I say we because, we're a community. We are rebelling because she has canceled 7 city tours for her This Is Me Now. This is her
Mhm.
first tour in 5 years. According to Ticketmaster's website, Lopez will no longer stop in Nashville, New Orleans, Raleigh, Atlanta, Houston, Cleveland, and Tampa.
Dang.
So,
Well, I wasn't gonna go anyway, but dang. Um, so okay. Apparently with the fact that that clip went viral and people have been stitching it on TikTok, the current rumor, and I say rumor because I haven't been able to find an actual article about it. There are several TikTok influencers who went online yesterday, who went onto the social media site TikTok to say that JLo allegedly shadow banned them because of the fact that they had stitched that video clip from Prime Video with her talking about the Bronx and all that. So they believe that JLo some way somehow got their accounts either banned from TikTok.
mm,
These influencers who had thousands or millions of views and followers and all that stuff lost a lot of it. Some I think said that they because of like they put like a copyright infringement thing on the clip. So then it made it so that those videos that people had done stitching like were deleted. So for those who don't know, when you are a part of the I think it's a TikTok was it like influencer fund or something like that, where you get paid right off of the amount of like views and all that stuff you get. So for a lot of these people, that's money that they're not going to get, you know, off of a celebrity getting upset allegedly
mhm.
that they were making fun of her, that they were trolling her, which if it is true, definitely makes her look even worse because that's crazy. That's freedom of speech right there.
Mhm.
And I mean, it also makes you look like you are the problem, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's that upsetting to you, if you knew it wasn't true, you wouldn't care. But maybe again, where there's smoke, there's fire. So that's unfortunate. A lot of these TikTok influencers are very, very upset. A lot of them rightfully so. Um, because their accounts, a lot of them, are making money off of these things, and some of them might be living off of these things, and that's money being taken away from their pockets because of a multimillionaire not being able to handle the heat. So that sucks.
These celebrities, I feel like they have to deal with repercussions. They have to deal with the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's a detriment to their safety or their kids, I'd be like,
Yeah.
the paparazzi be doing the most.
Yeah.
They excessive. But shadow banning, that comes part of the I mean, not shadow banning, like you being seen in a negative light, that comes with the territory. Not
Yeah.
everybody's gonna like you, aka me. I'm still gonna say what I want to say. And you just
Yeah.
I don't it's mean the way I'm gonna say it, but I'm like, you kind of have to take it. You forgot that your fans put you where you are.
Yeah.
So you are here craving all this attention, and you want us to spend our monies to go to your blockbuster movies and buy your music and do this and do that. You can't have the good with the bad. There's going to be negative articles about you. You're probably going to trip, and half of social media is going to laugh. You can't get mad.
This
Like,
is true.
you had a whack documentary. Well, now you have to hear bad reviews. You heard great reviews with your rom coms. So, not every project is successful. We're not
Yeah.
all going to say nice things about you. And it comes
Right.
with the territory. So, her shadow banning these people, like you said, is freedom of speech. But
Yeah.
two, like now you can't handle it. Like, you should take it, if anything, take it as constructive criticism. It's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to represent myself that way. Humble yourself a little bit.
Yeah. I can't say that I would associate the word humble and JLo in the same sentence. Um, and I guess my final thought is it's hilarious because it's all began with the whole, Bronx situation and her constantly bringing them up, and the Bronx just wants to be left alone. But, even back when she was given the nickname Jenny from the Block, and mind you, we was around during that time.
Yeah.
Even when she was given that nickname, based off that song she did where Ben Affleck was featured in that video, she didn't look like she was from the block. She was in a yacht, in a Bentley. She was wearing multi-million dollar like outfits and jewelry and all that stuff. Where
Yeah.
was she from the block? What block was she from? Because that's not it. That's not the Bronx. Her in a
Well,
yacht.
it's like don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. She's still Jenny from the block. So I could see the play on, that video was catchy. I gotta admit. I could see the little play on words and things, but now she took it too far.
But that's the thing. She is fooling herself. And she has
Yeah.
been this whole entire time, because what block are you from, man?
Well,
Also, wait, final thing. I saw a yearbook photo of her. She
oh,
had short hair.
yeah, like a pixie.
Yeah,
Where is
where the tussle running down the block? Anyway, I'm done. You know what? I'm done. I'm very disappointed. That's what it is. I'm upset. I'm disappointed because I really was a fan of hers. And to
you were
know that
rooting for?
I was rooting for her. And
You
to
were
know that
all
she's
rooting for her.
such a crappy person, like I used to think people were just like, just being haters and can't handle a strong female. But no, this is different. And so now that I know the full reality, it sucks. Cause yeah, I don't even want to claim her as Latina right now.
Oh,
Anyway,
and then I'm the one with the jabs.
we ain't even gonna start on that
I
because
know.
that's gonna come out looking real bad. Real bad. Real bad.
Well, Jenny, your block is hot. Okay, that's a Lil Wayne reference. But guys, let us know what you think in the comments. If JLo shadow banned these TikTokers, how do you feel about it? Should she take the heat and stay in the kitchen, out of the kitchen? I don't know, somebody's kitchen. What do we think about JLo overall? Should she just be drop the block, just forget the Bronx, and just be Jennifer Lopez at this
Yeah,
point?
probably.
Should we drop the JLo too while we're at it? Let
I'm
us
gonna go
know.
ahead and drop it. I'm gonna go ahead and
Don't
drop
drop
it.
it. And also,
Yeah.
let us know if you like this documentary because it was whack by whack in my eyes. But that concludes today's video. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends could be our friends and we could all be friends. We also have social media, which Steele tell you about.
We're on TikTok and Instagram at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, and comment. We also have our videos in podcast format where you can listen to them is YouTube Music and Spotify.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.